Only if you put that baby gravy in me. I want to put my tongue in your butthole and then marry you. That's my daddy. Want you to put a big black baby in me. YouTube, we got a case study today. Today's about Uncle Shannon Sharpe, all right? I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty poppin' topic right now, but I want to do a case study because there's a lesson to be learned in this whole situation. Now, if you don't know who Shannon Sharpe is, he's a very popular ESPN analyst or like talk show analyst, sports analyst, whatever you want to call it. Very popular. He used to be a football player too. He's notorious for just being an unk. Like, he's just a real guy. Like, he's a real, I'm not gonna lie. But recently, he got caught up into a little scandal, all right? Apparently, a SNOWBUNNY is accusing him of sexually assaulting her. Cordell, please blur that sexual assault word. He's being sued for $50 million right after he just signed the biggest contract in his life for $100 million with, I think it was FS1 or something like that, Fox, or whatever it is, ESPN, I think, or whatever, right? $100 million contract to be an analyst. It's crazy. Now he's being sued for $50 million. Coincidence? I think not. But here's the play. And here's why this is such big news, right? This girl is accusing him of rape multiple times. Uncle Shay Shay, he's 56 years old. But this girl's 19, or she's 20 now. So yeah, you can kind of see the age gap. Shannon Sharpe's daughter is actually older than her. And I also want to show you something real quick. All right, I'm gonna show y'all the statements and all of that. I just want to show you what this girl looks like. I can't scroll down or up, but this is what she looks like. So she's 20. She's a SNOWBUNNY. If you don't know what Shannon Sharpe looks like, I'm gonna get you right real quick. 6'3", 6'4", big piece of a man, big meat of a man, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy, all right? So look, he's with that girl. He's 56. She's 19, 20. Now look, I'm gonna just keep it a beam. I'm gonna keep it a $130. We all know the stories of these SNOWBUNNYs, these young SNOWBUNNYs sleeping with these athletes and accusing them of rape as soon as they get big and get money. It's a tale as old as time, all right? And this is basically what happened to him because it's obvious. If you read the case files, we're finna watch some videos about it. It's obvious this whole allegation is allegation. It was obviously consensual. Nobody believes that this man sexually assaulted this girl. Nobody believes that at all. Here's my issue. Here's everybody's issue with it though. Shannon Sharpe is 56. She's 20. Crazy age gap. You shouldn't even be messing with that. Also, this is some other people's problems. All right, if you read through these documents, right, they documented the text messages that these people had. I'm not gonna read all of this, but basically it was consensual. I think he paid her $25,000 or whatever. This girl's a star, by the way. If you corn star, my fault, if you can't tell. This is their text log, all right? Text from Gap. There are examples of text from Miss Zuniga, right? This is the girl I just showed you. This is what she said. Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want to. Text from her again. I want to put my tongue in your butthole and then marry you. Text from her again. That's my daddy. Want you to put a big black baby in me. She doesn't just say it once though. She said it twice. You better grave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. Let me show you this girl again, just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So you see what we're dealing with. I'm not gonna lie, she's clearly racist. I don't care if that's kink play, whatever that. How do you even think about that? And Shannon Sharpe was cool with this. Shannon Sharpe was cool with this. It turned him on, and that's what people are really mad about. Why are you with a SNOWBUNNY like this, a young girl like this? She's younger than your daughter. And she's over here talking about put a big black baby in me. What? I beg your pardon. What? That makes no sense. Hey, peep. It gets worse. He actually, Shannon Sharpe ended up addressing this whole situation. All right. I'm going to show you this video. Twitch, please. If he says anything, I'm sorry. Please don't ban me. I need partner. All right. Let's go ahead and watch this real quick.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know.
We proceed though. All
What
right.
happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
So obviously he's saying it's a shakedown. We all know this. All right. We know this is we know he didn't rape her. We know that. It's very obvious if you look at the documents. You don't care to see that, but we all know it's obvious, right? Here's, again, the big problem with everybody with this. People have warned Shannon Sharpe about messing with these little snow bunny kiddos, buckos, 20-year-old girls. I mean, he's 56. And the big issue is, why are you not messing with people around your age? Why are you going to so young? You're a 56-year-old man. Why are you messing with a 19, 20-year-old? Freshly just off of 18. That's weird. That's very weird. And people have said it, too. So there's an interview with this girl named Monique. She's a older black woman, and she obviously cares for Shannon Sharpe a little bit because she gave him this advice. So, yeah. That's the situation, all right? I'm not gonna lie, Auntie cooking. I'm not finna lie, Auntie cooking, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's clearly obvious she's trying to tell a lie. She's trying to start a little lie. But when you're 56, bro, when you're 56, you don't need no young shit. You don't need no young shit. You need a woman around your age. You need a woman around your age. That's what we're talking about. And if you don't have that, you're cooked. You're fried. You see what's happening with him, bro. He's over here messing with these younger girls, and they over here exposing this man, bro. If you had a nice little 50-year-old auntie, she might not look the best at this point in her life, but she got the soul in her. She know how to cook. She know how to clean. And you feel me? Everything else you want, she gonna get. You feel me? You gonna be straight. You'll be fine, bro. But you over here trying to just, you feel me, mess with these younger girls, and that's what's happening. You getting cooked and you getting fried. Now look, honestly, I feel like the thing with Shannon Sharpe right now, bro. I think the thing with Shannon Sharpe is this is a prime example of what you don't want to do with your life. You don't want to be 56 years old, still over here cracking shit like you in college. Brother, you're 56. Yo, start a family. Start a family, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You can't just be out here just doing whatever. I'm not gonna hold you. And and also, you can't be doing whatever with snow buddies. I'm gonna be honest. We gotta have this conversation. One thing I peeped. Shannon over here playing around in the snow, bro. And he's over here playing around in the snow and he got frostbite, bro. That's exactly what happened. And I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a lot of images of this girl. She not worth it, bro. All she do is got a fat ass. And I'm not gonna show y'all because I'm not trying to get banned on Twitch. And she has all her pictures. She barely has clothes on. So it's y'all do y'all research for yourself. But bro, this is an OF girl. He's on some gooner ass shit, and it came back to bite him, bro. This is why, look, nigga, y'all, to any nigga watching in chat, if you're gonna have your fun, have it when you're younger. But when it's time to lock in, you meet that one, you need to stop all of that bullshit and lock in. This is why, bro, marriage and relationships are so important. Because when you get older and you want to settle down, and you can't find nobody, you gonna get frostbite like Uncle Shay Shay. I'm gonna be honest, and that's just what it is, bro. Prime example lesson. You either live to be a legend, or you died to be an example. He's an example right now, but he's also a legend, but he's an example right now. So, Pete, I found a video about this. I'm gonna watch a little bit about it. I'm pretty sure I just explained the whole situation, but I'm gonna watch a little bit of this video. If it's mid, it's mid. If it's good, it's good. But pretty sure it's gonna be good because it's by this boy, Petit Flacco. What do y'all think about the situation, though?
What's happening to Shannon Sharpe makes me very uncomfortable because it only reinforces what we all already knew. We're in a society where, as a man, an accusation is a conviction. Even an accusation without criminal charges is a conviction. And when you're finally exonerated, it wouldn't matter. And that's what's going on with Shannon Sharpe. An accusation out the blue is apparently being treated like a conviction. ESPN has decided that they want to shelf Shannon Sharpe for a couple of months. I don't care how Shannon Sharpe is trying to mask this up or paint it for the media. He got suspended. And it's not just a regular suspension. This is a suspension that I believe is going to lead in him ultimately leaving ESPN for good. We've seen ESPN do this with a lot of people. Donovan McNabb is probably the last major athlete they did it to. Suspend you, claiming that you're coming back after a certain period of time, and then we never hear from you again. Shannon Sharpe will release a statement.
So he basically got fired too? Damn. Oh, nah, bro. This girl done ruined his life, bro.
Announcing his departure from ESPN temporarily. He will say, "My statement is found here, and this is the truth. The relationship in question was 100% consensual. At this juncture, I am electing," man, cut it out, bruh, "to step aside temporarily from my ESPN duties. I will be devoting this time to my family and responding and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason. I sincerely appreciate the overwhelming and ongoing support I have received from my family, fans, friends, and colleagues. Shannon Sharpe." ESPN is doing Shannon Sharpe a favor by allowing him to come out and say that he's electing to step away. Well, we all know that's not true. We know ESPN and them big bosses came down and said, "Hey, bro, you doing too much, bro. You got to go." All right, but this is too messy for us, bro. You got to go. And I do believe that them doing Shannon Sharpe this favor was the righteous thing to do. Well, outside of allowing him to continue his job. But if y'all are not going to allow him to continue his job, allowing him to say that he's stepping away voluntarily is the righteous thing to do. Because when you're in the middle of an investigation that, I mean, really hinges on public perception, to be honest with you, right? Like, Shannon Sharpe probably would never get criminal charges from this. He's probably going to go to civil court. They're probably not going to reward this chick anything. But right now, it's the battle for public perception, which is why Tony Busby, her lawyer, is doing everything he can to really, like, get these vlogs and blogs exclusives so they can release it. So this is a battle for public perception. So
yeah, I think that's really what it is. It's a battle for public perception, and like that's all this really is, and that's all this will ever be. There's nothing deeper than that. Also, I've done my research about Tony Busby. All right, low key, from what I heard, he is known for doing this. He's known for doing this. All right, he's the same lawyer who tried to sue Jay-Z. He's tried to sue a lot of like big black like celebrities. Why don't I say big black celebrities? But BBC. But anyways, he's tried to sue a lot of BBC, right? And he's known for this. So I don't think Shannon's gonna get accused. Nobody does. It's just about public perception. This girl is trying to get money out of him. Only. Nothing happened. Trying to get money out of him. Nothing happened. But they're trying to ruin his public perception so that he can pay her off. So this whole thing can go away. But it's not gonna happen. And it's ruining his life. But that's why, you gotta be careful when you play in the snow, bro. You gotta be careful when you play in the snow, bro. I'm telling you, when you got status to your name, you gotta be careful, bro. You'll get frostbite. I'm not gonna lie. It's a sad situation. L lawyer though. But that's really what it is though. I'm not gonna lie.